Okay. Apparently I was muted. I should not have been. That was dumb of me, but it's okay. I'm no longer muted, and it does look like everything is working right. So, okay, good. Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I am a little bit tired, but I'm otherwise doing great. Got that post-work fatigue happening, but I am very excited because today we're doing the Chapter 5 trial for Danganronpa. Very, very excited because it really just decided to fuck with your head in the first part of Chapter 5. So I really don't know what's going on aside from the fact that the dead body is almost certainly Mukuro, who was. I mean, it was pretty obvious even before it kind of made it even more obvious, but I'm definitely very ready to see what happened there. Continue. Yeah, let's just get right into it. Okay, let me just double check my skills, because I don't think I got any new skills the last time. Yeah, that's focus gauge. I don't use the focus gauge anyway, so actually it costs 4 SP, so I don't have enough SP for it. Okay, so that's fine. Let's just go over the truth bullets just to kind of refresh my memory. And let me just make sure, is the YouTube stream working? Okay, yeah, it looks like it is working. It's just my OBS is glitching a little bit, but okay, should be fine. Actually, let me just double check. Let me just pop out the chat, because I don't trust the OBS chat to actually catch it. Okay. There we go. So now, okay, let's do this. So, Monokuma file number 5. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old. Exploded body analysis. The explosion has burnt the upper half of the body beyond recognition. The upper half of the body remained on fire and had to be extinguished. Because of this, the upper half was soaking wet, while the bottom half remained dry. This is very relevant because it would be wet if it was there before 7:30, so it had to move there between 7:30 and 9 o'clock. Fake nails. The body was wearing notably long fake nails. Tattoo on the right hand. The body had a tattoo of a dog on the back of the right hand. That's a wolf. That is Fenrir, because she's part of the mercenary organization. That's what that is. Fragments near the dead body. There were bits of charred debris near the body. It should be noted that the bomb, which had been removed from Monokuma in the gym, had disappeared. It's hard to imagine these two events are unrelated. Sprinklers. The sprinklers are programmed to come on every morning at 7:30, and this time is impossible to change. As such, it can be assumed that if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, it would have gotten wet. When the body was found. 7 a.m. Makoto wakes to the morning announcement. 7:30 a.m. Makoto and Aoi arrive in the dining hall. 7:30 to 9 a.m. Makoto meets the others in the gym, and together they head to the headmaster's room. 9 a.m. Toko is told to find the pickaxe in the garden, where she discovers the body. Knife at the crime scene. The knife found near the body was the same knife that was used to stab it before the explosion. It's also the same knife that Toko had given to Makoto for safekeeping, and the knife that the masked assailant was holding when they attacked Makoto. Tarp. The tarp was hidden among the other items in the tool shed. One side was wet and filthy with mud and grime, the other side was completely clean and dry. Chicken coop chickens. The number of chickens in the chicken coop had decreased from 5 to 4. Yasuhiro claims that there were without a doubt 5 chickens just before nighttime last night, and yet... Byakuya's account. Byakuya stated that there was no corpse in the garden just after nighttime last night, so it can be assumed the murder must have taken place sometime after that. Byakuya also said that he, Yasuhiro, Toko, and Aoi were in the gym the entire night, and none of them were alone at any point. Body before the explosion. The corpse had a mask covering its head and a white jacket covering the body. A knife had been thrust into the abdomen, and there were blood stains around the wound. The body had stopped bleeding, but the blood was still wet. It was noted, however, that there was no blood on the ground around the body, which means most likely that the person was killed elsewhere and brought to the garden. Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Mukuro Ikusuba, female, known as the Ultimate Soldier. She became obsessed with the military from a young age. She disappeared while on vacation in Europe and reappeared in Japan 3 years later. Apparently, every member of Fenrir gets a tattoo somewhere on their body to represent their membership in the group. That's the tattoo that it erroneously labels a dog, but that's a wolf. And again, I would have probably recognized that even if I wasn't familiar with the mythological reference. It's actually kind of interesting how Japan loves Norse mythology. I like that. Okay. Apparently, the killing game began with 16 participants, all students. It's assumed that Mukoto Ikusuba was the 16th student. Monokuma also revealed that the reason Kyoko wears gloves is to hide something she doesn't want anyone to see. Monokuma claims it's scarring. Woodblock key. This woodblock decoration was found in Kyoko's room. It looks like it's actually the key to one of the lockers in the dojo. Titanium arrows. A set of titanium arrows was found in the dojo locker. There appear to be 10 in total. Bloody duct tape. Along with the arrows, there was also a wadded up ball of duct tape in the locker. The duct tape had traces of blood on it. It's assumed that this is related to the case, but nobody can imagine how. Kyoko's account. Kyoko used Monokuma's secret tool, which grants access to any room in the school, to sneak into the second floor of the dorms. This area seems to have no monitors or security cameras. Okay. So I still don't really know what's going on. I know I can see some of the pieces connecting, but I don't really know the totality of everything. Let's just get into the trial. Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one... I will also just acknowledge I really like how it shifts from the previous aesthetic to the, like, over-the-top game show aesthetic. It's an interesting touch. It makes this feel more eerie despite the bright coloring. Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and now one that received everyone else will graduate. Then I'll punish anyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, well, I'll leave the rest up to you. Well then, let's discuss the specifics of the victim. First, we need to clarify who exactly the unidentified victim is. It's Kyoko. There's no other explanation. But Kyoko's standing right there. No, that's a ghost. But she has legs and stuff. Well, that's just because she's like the latest evolution in ghost technology. There's a limit on how much ridiculousness I can tolerate. Okay, so I just have to prove that the corpse isn't Kyoko, right? So let's compare Kyoko's traits to the traits of the dead body. Her traits? One important trait Kyoko has that proves the body doesn't belong to her is, I guess her gloves? Yeah. I'm talking about her gloves. They'll give us some insight into the mystery, I'm sure of it. In that case, I think it would be helpful if someone explained why she actually wears those gloves. And would you happen to know the answer? In fact, Monokuma told me. Apparently you have scars on your hands you don't want anyone to see. Oh, you know, now that I think about it, the corpse wasn't wearing any gloves, right? They probably just got burnt up in the explosion. I'm not convinced. The ghost is just trying to fool us all. There's no way that corpse was Kyoko. But if I can't prove why, we're gonna be stuck here and the case won't move forward. So I don't have any choice but to... Okay. I love how it starts on such a stupid note. It just seems contrary to what's going on. Fragments, sprinklers, body, fake nail, probably the tattoo on the right hand. Kyoko there is just a ghost. Impossible. Okay, then prove it. Prove she's not a ghost. The dead body wasn't wearing gloves. They got burnt up in the explosion. Then she was wearing gloves before the explosion? Well, she must have... Well, yeah, she must have been wearing gloves. That, of course, is absolutely Kyoko. Let's see. Oh no, it's gotta be the fake nails. Yeah. The fake nails are why she wasn't, are why she wouldn't be able to wear them with the, Oh fuck, I missed it. The timing is so weird on these. There we go. Love this music. No, there's no way the corpse is wearing gloves. Whoever it was, they were wearing fake nails, remember? Imagine trying to wear gloves over nails like that. Would have been a pretty big pain. Besides, Kyoko wears gloves to hide her hands, right? It'd be pretty weird for someone who's self-conscious about their hands to wear fake nails, don't you think? Jeez, man, you don't know women, huh? They're complicated like that. If anyone doesn't know women, it's you. Well, Kyoko, any thoughts? These gloves were custom-made to the size of my hands to make sure they don't interfere with my daily life. If I wore fake nails, the gloves wouldn't fit properly. Then that's that. The dead body doesn't belong to Kyoko. Which should have been obvious since she's standing right here. Okay, so then, who's the real victim? First we need to figure that out. That's the first thing I said. You're the one who's been dragging us around in circles. Before anything, we have to identify the victim. Everything starts from there. And it's Mukuro. Okay, so let's see what we got. Fragments, sprinklers, body, nails, tattoo. It's gotta be the tattoo. If Kyoko really is still alive, then who died? There's gotta be some way to figure it out. I don't think so. The face was scorched beyond recognition. There wasn't any description in the Monokuma file. Well, if we can't identify the body... Okay, so it's gotta be identify the body's gotta be the tattoo on the right hand. Although these white noises are getting really weird. Oh, that's not it? Okay. Okay, let's see. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Yeah, I know kind of what... Oh wait, I think I might have actually missed the shot earlier, so I don't think I was wrong earlier. I think I just missed the shot. Fuck, I missed it. Okay. These white noises are making it really difficult. I think I can. I know I can do it. It's just the timing is, and the placement is really weird. Like it's really unintuitive. There we go. I was right the first time. I thought I had gotten it incorrect, but I just missed. There was one clue left behind that we can use to identify the body. What? For real? If you're lying, you'll die a cruel and unusual death. A cruel and unusual death? This I gotta see. She's just being stupid. Ignore them, Makoto. Tell us what you're talking about. The key to figuring out who it was is the tattoo on the back of her hand. Oh yeah, the design's pretty strange, huh? Is this a dog? No, it's the wolf Fenrir. Her master must have made her get it to be like, oh my bitch. Seriously? He really did something that humiliating? No, that's not it. The identity of the victim is hidden within that tattoo. What? Really? If you compare the tattoo to other information we have, the victim's identity should become clear. What is this one? No. There we go. The Fenrir Mercenary Corps. That's the name of the group, the military group that Mukuro Itsuba belonged to. Okay, so to show they're a member of the team, each soldier that joins the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. Fenrir? The image that represents Fenrir is a wolf. Oh, Handmaid's Gambit. Okay. Yeah, wolf. It's wolf. It's so funny, like, every Hangman's Gambit, except for the second chapter's Hangman's Gambit, has been extremely easy for. Except for the second chapter was Schizo, and that didn't even fit at all. Every other one besides that's been easy. The representation of Fenrir is a wolf. Fenrir, the wolf of Ragnarok, is from Norse mythology, a huge, world-ending wolf beast. He's the child of the trickster god Loki and a female giant. Man, after all this time, we finally got a glimpse of the literary all-star. A wolf tattoo. Then that means... Exactly. The body we found has the tattoo of a wolf, which means the person must have once belonged to Fenrir. So it must have been Mukuro. What? Hold on. Isn't she the one that was behind this whole thing? You sound surprised, but you're absolutely right. Yes, indeed. The trial this time is to solve the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba. What? Are you saying the mastermind is dead and now we have to have a class trial? No. It means we were wrong in thinking that Mukuro was the mastermind at all. But I mean, being the ultimate despair seems like a pretty mastermindy title to me. Maybe we shouldn't have been thinking of her as the ultimate despair in the first place. After all, looking at her profile, I didn't see anything that would fit such a description. All it said was that she was the ultimate soldier. If I remember correctly, that other information came from Kyoko. That's what you told Makoto, right? So that means Kyoko got it wrong? Then who was she? Who was Mukuro Ikusaba? She's been gone this whole time, and when she finally turns up, she gets killed. Usually, when there's a scene where an important character dies, it has a lot more detail. So you're saying she wasn't an important character? Which would mean she was just the same as us, just another participant. Then who's the real mastermind? Must have been the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster after all. No, the headmaster has nothing to do with it. How can we trust that? We already know your information about Mukuro was wrong. My information was not wrong. Okay. We're in the middle of a class trial right now. Figuring out who killed Mukuro is first and foremost. Please limit all future prattle, chatter, and chit-chat as much as possible. Fine. Uncovering the identity of the mastermind will have to wait. But remember this, no matter what happens, we will find out who you really are. I stake my family name on it. I have officially decided to completely ignore all such attempts at provocation. Now then, just so no one's confused, let me state this one more time for the record. The reason we're having a class trial is because a murder among the students has taken place. Hammer that point straight into your big old brains. What you're saying is that both the victim and the culprit are part of the student body? Then, one of us killed Mukuro? Wait, no. There's a chance there's some mystery 17th person who's been hiding all along. Nope. There are only 16 students in total that have been taking part in these events. Seriously? Then one of us killed Mukuro? Who did it? Who's the killer this time? Get a hold of yourself. We've already narrowed down the list of possible suspects. I'm sure you all realize who I'm talking about, right, Makoto? Who the evidence points to? Based on who I know, it's Makoto and Kyoko. You've narrowed it down to Kyoko and me, right? Why do you say that? Allow me to explain. Just after nighttime last night, I went to the garden so I could confirm that at that point there was no dead body there. So the murder must have taken place after I left the garden. Not necessarily, it just means the body must have been moved after you left the garden. However, Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I were in the gym the entire time. The gym? That's right. The four of us were trying to dismantle Monokuma. The whole time we were very careful not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. All of which to say, the four of us all have alibis. The only ones without alibis are me and Makoto. That's why you're able to narrow down the list of suspects. Exactly so. So the only suspects now are me and Kyoko. I'm sure there's something else going on. they like to do these red herrings, so I don't think Kyoko is actually the one. Damn it, I can't let this stand. Somehow I have to clear my name. I have something I'd like to say regarding the whole alibi thing. Are you thinking of raising an objection? Well, before that, I just want to try to get a better idea of what time the murder took place. Doing that might reveal some kind of clue. Whatever you want. Somebody go ahead and help him out. Me and Byakuya can both confirm the body wasn't in the garden at, well, it was after nighttime for sure, but I'd say it must have been around 10 o'clock. So the murder must have happened after 10 p.m. One second, I just forgot something. There we go. But I guess we can say the time frame for the murder was between then and when we found the body. Oh, but what time did we find the body? The one who saw the body first was Toko, right? When she went to go get that pickaxe. So what time was the body discovered? 9 o'clock. The body must have been discovered at 9 a.m., since that's when Toko went to get the pickaxe. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. He's right, it had to be around then. So we can be totally sure that the murder happened sometime between 10 at night and 9 in the morning. For me, I was already asleep before nighttime hit, so I don't have an alibi after 10 o'clock. But I'm sure I met up with everyone else before 9 this morning. We ran into each other in the dining hall, right? That was around... Oh yeah, right around 7:30. I remember checking right before I went in, so I'm totally sure about it. Which means from 10 p.m. to 7:30 a.m., you don't have an alibi. Murder happened between 10 p.m. and 9 a.m., and I don't have an alibi from 10 p.m. till 7:30 a.m. Okay then, it looks like the game has begun. If I can't provide an alibi for that period, then I just have to prove the murder didn't happen during the time I don't have an alibi. Fragments, gotta be the sprinklers, or either the sprinklers or the exploded body analysis. To establish a time frame for the murder, it took place somewhere between 10 o'clock at night and 9 o'clock in the morning. Yep, and Makoto doesn't have an alibi for most of that time. Yeah, from 10 o'clock to 7:30. I think sprinklers gotta be 7:30. So Makoto, if you have any objections, now is your time. Like I said, the white noise is actually really cool, having all just different times. Oh, nope, that's not it? Okay. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Huh. 殺人が起きたと思われる時間帯は夜10時から朝9時までの間だ。一方、ナイギッチのアリバイがないのが夜10時から朝7時30分までの間だったよね。それだけの時間があれば殺人は可能なはず。ナイギ、何か反論があるなら言ってみろ。Oh, okay, so I think Sprinkler's gotta be, it's gonna be the first one. There we go. Again, just like so many of these, I can see what the issue is, just not how to tell the game that. Actually, the murder couldn't have happened anywhere near 10 o'clock. It had to have taken place way later. And what makes you say that? Because of the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off right at 7:30 every morning, right? So if the body had been in the garden before 7:30, then it should have been completely soaked. Hold on, I remember this part perfectly. The body was wet, dripping wet in fact. Sorry, Toko, but you're wrong. I'm wrong? How? Are you saying only the mouth down south was wet? How dare you spew such indecent words? Mouth down south. I'm gonna have to remember that one. That's clever wordplay. No, I'm saying the body was wet, but not because of the sprinklers. What do you mean? By denying the sprinkler, are you now trying to deny my entire existence? Man, you're totally wacko. If you really think it wasn't the sprinkler, you'd better tell us why. I need to prove it wasn't the sprinklers that got the body wet. All I have to do... I almost completely forgot to send the Discord notification. My bad. Okay, all we have to do is hit token with certain evidence and that should do it. Oh, it's okay. I'm gonna turn my volume up for me personally. Fuck. Okay, that was rough. Okay, I'm gonna... I swear that, sometimes it does feel like the timing is just not right. Like, I wish it would let me have calibrated the timing. Like most rhythm games do. You know what? I'm not gonna talk too much just because I need to focus for this. There we go. Okay, exploded body analysis. There we go. I love the faces she makes. Just remember what the body was like after the explosion, and you'll see why it wasn't the sprinklers. The top half of the body was wet, yes, but the bottom half was completely dry. If the sprinklers got the body wet, shouldn't the whole body have been wet? So they only got the top wet? The bottom was completely dry? What a brutal maniac. I'm so sick of her. Let's just move on. The reason only the top half was wet was because... while the body was still on fire, I doused it with water, but only the part on fire, the top half. Oh, and I guess the sprinklers really didn't do it. So if the sprinklers didn't get the body wet, then the murder must have taken place sometime after the sprinklers turned on at 7:30 in the morning. Which means she must have been killed sometime between then and when the body was discovered at 9. But Makoto's alibi was only missing from 10 o'clock last night to 7:30 this morning, right? So there's no way Makoto could have done it. I guess you had an alibi after all. Good for you. In which case, the only one left without an alibi is Kyoko. Kyoko's the only one without an alibi. Which would mean that Makoto's killer is... No, I refuse to believe it. Kyoko murdered someone? That's... I'd just like to say one thing. If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of this school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. So are you saying you're not the culprit? Of course I'm not. I have no reason to kill anyone. This is a trap the mastermind has laid for us. A trap? We're this far into the game and now you decide to blame me? Stop wasting time! Stop wasting energy! You really think your little trick is gonna work? Shut up, you. You got it, boss! Shutting up now! Anyway, Kyoko, you actually did have a reason to kill her. Huh? She did. She thought Mukuro was the ultimate despair. In other words, the mastermind behind everything. So she killed her to try to put a stop to all this. Isn't that right, Kyoko? But you made one catastrophic mistake. Mukuro wasn't the mastermind at all. And as a result, we were forced to do another trial, something I'm sure you weren't at all expecting. So that was a motive? If she had a motive and no alibi, well then, I think it's pretty clear Kyoko's gotta be the culprit. I'm not the only one without an alibi. Makoto's explanation is still insufficient. The sprinklers didn't get the body wet, but that doesn't mean the murder happened when he said it did. That's exactly what I said. What are you... But you see, there is a way the body could have avoided getting wet. Interesting. I'm listening. All it would take is covering the body with a certain something to keep from getting wet. Oh, the tarp. Certain something, yeah, could it have been? You're talking about the tarp, aren't you? You catch on quick. You're right. All you have to do is cover the body with the tarp, and that'd take care of the water. In fact, that's exactly what the killer did. The dirt pattern on the tarp can attest to that. Only one side of the tarp got dirty, because that's the side that got covered in water. The side that forced face down over the body, meanwhile, kept perfectly clean. This proves the killer used the tarp to keep the body from getting soaked. But why would they go through all that effort just to keep the body from getting wet? Most likely so they can cloud the issue of when the murder actually took place. In other words, to create an excuse exactly like the one Makoto just gave us. Why would Kyoko say that? Why would she want to make me look like the killer? No, I can't think about that right now. With that tarp, if it was used the way Kyoko said, the tarp must have touched the body, right? But the body... Wait, something's not right. And what might that be? I can't worry about Kyoko's motivations. If I don't do something, everyone's gonna think I'm the killer. I have to refute what Kyoko said. Okay, is it because there's no blood on it? So probably body before the explosion. By covering that body with the tarp, the killer prevented it from getting wet. So the reason the tarp was only dirty on one side is because the sprinkler got that side wet. But the underside of the tarp was totally spotless, right? That's because the side was protected from the water. Because it was facing down toward the body. It didn't get dirty. Yep, it's because it didn't have blood on it. Actually, one side being clean is pretty strange if you think about it. Because the blood wasn't dry before the body got blown up, right? Byakuya said it himself, not to touch it or you might get some on it. If you put a tarp on a body in that state, it absolutely would have gotten blood on it. Well, maybe the culprit washed it, so no one would know they used it. If they had, they would have washed both sides. Just watching the one side wouldn't hide anything. Oh yeah, that's true. More than that, what if the very blood we saw on the body was meant as a kind of camouflage? The blood was camouflage. What if, after the killer used the tarp to avoid the sprinklers, they then covered the body in blood that didn't belong to the victim? You mean someone else's blood? Where would they get something like that? I know, they could have grabbed some of the blood packs from the nurse's office. That's what Hifumi did, right? When he pretended to be dead? No, that's not what happened this time. The killer got the blood from right there in the garden. Oh, the chicken, yeah. Could it have been chicken blood? What? Chicken blood? When I checked the chicken coop before the murder, there were 5 chickens. But after the murder, there were only 4. So you're saying is someone killed a chicken and then covered the body with its blood? Man, that's messed up. Killing a living thing just to do something like that is awful. They should have at least eaten it. I wonder if the killer had to get the blood from the scene so they wouldn't be spotted walking around. Anyway, there's no denying that chicken went missing, which provides a basis for my theory. Perhaps, but even so, there's one thing that still doesn't make sense. You said the culprit used the tarp to avoid water, then covered the body in blood, right? But if that's the case, then the blood should have soaked into the ground around the body. That's not what we saw. Only the victim's clothing had blood on it. The ground was completely clean. I have to agree, that certainly is strange. Maybe they didn't apply the blood at the scene. Maybe they coated the coat in blood, covered the coat in blood beforehand. Covered it beforehand. When you discovered the body, was it wearing the coat like you normally would? I think so. Wait, no, the head was through the neck hole, but the arms weren't in the sleeves. Then that settles it. Sorry, I'm having a tough time keeping up. What settles what? Here's what happened. The murder took place before the sprinklers went on. But the body didn't get wet because the killer covered it with the tarp. Then, later at the same time the killer was gathering up the tarp, they pulled the coat over the body, the coat they'd already covered in blood. This series of cover-ups was meant to disguise the actual time the murder occurred. They wanted us to think the murder happened sometime after the sprinklers had gone off, at 7:30. If that's actually what took place, it certainly becomes possible that the murder happened earlier. But to pull that off, wouldn't they have had to go back to the garden after the sprinklers turned off? That actually wouldn't have been all that difficult. They already had the coat ready, so they just had to grab the tarp and pull the coat over the body. They'd be done in no time. Maybe, but still. Hina, after you met up with Makoto in the dining hall, did you two stay together from that point on? Oh, no. I headed off to the gym and Makoto didn't show up till later. Then he had plenty of time to spare, wouldn't you say? No, that's not. Don't bother saying it's not possible. I must admit, Kyoko's reasoning is sound. Makoto's alibi is inadequate. And the suspicion falls back on me again. But why? Why is Kyoko trying to entrap me? I don't understand. Disguised dead body has been added to the truth bullets. We got a new truth bullet in the middle of the case? Okay. Well then, it looks like we're back to square one. Makoto's alibi is no good, so once again our suspects are him and Kyoko. We're serious, man. Which of them did it? Hey, why don't we let luck decide? Let's flip a coin. 50-50 odds. See? Pretty good idea, right? No, not that. I just remembered something super serious. Well, don't just stand there. Out with it. You know that knife we found all black and burnt? The one we found stuck in the body before it exploded, right? According to the Monokuma file, the knife went all the way through from front to back. So, what about it? I'm pretty sure I'd seen that knife somewhere before. That's what I thought when I first saw it. I just remembered. Listen, more important, now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do. I don't want it anyway. So what to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Oh, Kyoko was the one who suggested it. I forgot about that. Huh? Me? It's the knife you gave to Makoto? You don't seem surprised. You must have noticed earlier. Yeah. Then why did you hide that fact? It's not that I hid it, it's just... I couldn't be sure of what actually happened last night. I thought maybe I really did kill her. Suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. The knife we found stuck in the body came from Makoto. Now I'm totally convinced he did it. 12,000% convinced. Considering everything up till now, I should be able to make it clear. I have to prove I didn't murder anyone. I'm not the killer. Okay. Where is this going? I'm actually not sure what we're doing. Let's see. Disguised body, body before, exploded analysis, fragments, when the body was found. Okay. The knife was found lodged in the dead body. It's the same one you gave to Makoto. It really is, isn't it? I was afraid of that. If he did have that knife before, then... that seals it. Makoto did it. Just because I had the knife once. That automatically makes me the killer? Well, getting stabbed is what killed her, right? So there's no question. The knife of yours. What a horrible man you are, Makoto. Okay, so Guy's body exploded analysis. Fragments.
私が苗木に預
When
け
the
たナイ
body
フよ
is
やっぱりそうだよね
I wonder if the disguised dead body's gotta be the,
ナイフをどうして僕が
だってナイフの傷が致命だったら間違いおめえ
Okay,
が
that's where it is.
恐ろしい男に
Okay.
あの死体に刺さって私が苗木やっぱりそうだよね
あのナイフを持
Because I know the Monokuma file says she has
犯人は
a
ナイ
head wound.
チってことだべ
ナイフを預かってたからってどうして僕が犯人ってこと
だってナイフの傷が致命
There we go. Yep.
それは違う
I was a little shaky on that, but nothing else seemed to fit.
いや
Wait, hold on.
そも
The
そも
stab wound isn't what killed
致命傷
Mukoto.
それは
That should be clear from the description of the cover-up we just heard. Lies. We never talked about what killed her.
思い出
No,
したよ
don't you remember?
犯人
The
は
killer covered the dead body with the tarp, then put the bloody coat on it, right?
つまり
In other words, the
被害者が
victim
あの
never
白衣を
wore
着た
that bloodstained coat until
死んだ
after they
後
were
ってこ
dead.
と
Okay, fine. So what?
だけどさ
So when we
僕た
discovered
ち
the
は
body,
ナイフ
the
は
knife had been thrust
白
through
衣
the
の上
coat
から
along
刺さ
with
って
the
たよ
body.
ね死んだ後に着させ
Meaning,
られ
if
た
she
白
wasn't
衣の上か
stabbed
ら
until
刺
the
さっ
coat
てい
was
た
put
ナイフ
on
は
and she was already dead at that point,
致命傷になるわけないんだ
obviously the stab wound isn't what killed her.
同じ
Maybe you
箇所を
stabbed her
2回
twice.
刺した可
Once
能
to
性
kill
は
her
どう
and
だ
once to cover it up. The victim was stabbed twice in the same spot? No, there's no way that's possible.
これだモノクマファイルに書い
Monokuma
てあ
file
った
clearly
ん
states that there was only one
ナイフ
stab
による
wound. Oh yeah, it sure did. I totally forgot about that.
じゃあ
Then the knife
あれも
was just
犯
another
人の
piece
偽
of
装工作だ
camouflage
ったん
set
だ
up by the true killer. They probably stabbed her to
本当
draw
の致
attention
命傷
away
に
from
目を
what
向け
actually
させない
killed
ため
her.
その後死
Exploding
体
body
が爆破
afterward
され
was
たのも
probably meant to do
同
the
じ
same
理由
thing.
だあの爆
The
破のせい
explosion
で
severely damaged
死
the
体は
body,
激し
making
く
it
損傷し
impossible to know what
致
really
命
killed
傷つ
her.
まり
It was
証
all
拠
the
隠
killer's
滅
attempt to destroy
そ
all
れこそ
evidence of
犯
that
人
crime.
死体発
So
見
they
時
wanted
に
us
ナ
to
イフの
notice the
傷を
stab
印象
wound,
づけ
then
ておき
detonated the body afterward.
そうするこ
They
と
meant
で
for us to latch onto the
最
knife
初
as
の
the
印
cause
象
of
だけを
death,
残
then
した
destroy
ま
any
ま
evidence proving
証
otherwise.
あちょっといい
Oh, hey, I have a question.
そもそもの
It
話な
kind
ん
of
だ
goes
けど
back to
さ
the beginning, but
結局
what's the
あ
deal
の
with that
爆発
explosion
って
anyway?
何だったの
Why'd the body just blow
どう
up
して
all of a
いきな
sudden
り
like
爆発
that?
真面目に
If you
頭を
bothered to put
働
that
かせ
lump
ろ
of gray matter between your
わざ
ears
わ
to
ざ
use,
答える
you'd
までもな
know
いこ
the
とだ
answer. Well, if you're so smart, just tell me. I'll tell you. I bet some unknown quantum particle caused an atomic level spontaneous combustion.
これだけは
I
違
might be
う
dumb, but even I'm not dumb enough to believe that.
ないに
Go ahead,
答え
Monko.
てやれ
Tell her or we won't make any headway on this. The only explanation, it's gotta be the fragments. 'Cause there's no, yeah, okay.
これだ爆発
After
の
the
後
explosion, we found a tiny fragment of something on the ground near the body, right?
この破片が
The fragment reveals the cause of the explosion. Huh? You know, I feel like I've seen something like it somewhere before.
見覚えがあって
That's
当
only
然だ
natural,
よ
because of course,
モノクマを
we saw
解
the
体し
same
た時
thing
に
when
取
we
り出した
dismantled Monokuma.
あの爆弾の破
Part
片
of
な
the
んだ
bomb.
からね
じゃあ
Oh,
あ
then
の
the
爆発
explosion
っ
was
て
because of the
モノク
Monokuma
マの
bomb.
爆弾のせいだった
ともかく
Anyway, the
これで
culprit's
犯
motive
人
is
の目
becoming
的
more
は
and
明
more
らか
obvious by the minute.
犯人は
They
ナイ
wanted
フ
the
の
knife
傷を
wound
致
to
命
inflict
傷
the fatal
に見せか
injury
け
so
る
that
こと
you'd
で
suspect
な
Monokuma.
いそんなこと
And the
をし
only
て
one who would
得を
benefit
す
from
もう
that
一人の
is
容
the
疑者
only
で
other
あ
possible
る
suspect.
ギリギリ京子
You, Kyoko. Hold on a second.
ちょっと待って
Yakuya,
なんだ
what's the problem?
いや
Well, I just feel like
もう
we
少
need
し
to think
慎
this
重に
through.
話し合った方が
We
いい
still
と
don't
思
know
う
what actually killed the victim.
そうだね
That's true.
確か
It's
に気
definitely
になる
bugging
かも
me. What really killed her?
まあいいだ
Fine.
ろう
I have no problem with
で
that.
は議
Let
論
us continue the
続け
debate.
どうせ
We
結
won't
末
change the
には
facts
変
of
わ
the
り
case
はないんだ
regardless. We need to determine what ultimately killed the victim. It's a head wound. I need to concentrate. Body, Monokuma, and explode. It's gotta be the Monokuma file.
では議論を続け
And
る
shall
ぞ
we continue the debate?
被害者の致命
The
傷が
victim's
は
fatal
っきりして
injury
いない
has
んだ
yet
っ
to be
たな
determined, of course.
あの爆発は致命傷じ
The
ゃないんだ
explosion
よ
didn't
ね
kill her for sure, I guess.
当然だべ
Well, yeah, she was already totally dead when that happened.
ナイフも関
And
係
it
ない
wasn't
のよ
because of the
ね
knife, right?
だとすると
Then
他
there's
に
only
怪
one
しい
other thing. Yeah, according to the Monokuma file,
そうだ後頭部に殴ら
there
れ
was
た
evidence
跡
that
があっ
showed
た
she was hit on the back of her head.
それ以外に
And
も
more
こ
than
の被
that.
害者には全身に無数の傷があったらしいぞ。
She suffered countless wounds. Oh, yeah, but the countless wounds were days old. Days old.
では議論を続けるぞ。被害者の致命傷がはっきり。
あの爆発は致命傷。
当然だべ。
ナイフも関係なくだとすると他に
モノクマファイルによそうだ後頭部に殴られた跡があったんだ。
それ以外にもこの被害者には全身に無数の傷があったらしいぞ。
What? Okay, come on. The Monokuma file
では
does
議論
contradict.
を続けるぞ。被害者の致命傷がはっきりしていないんだったな。
あの爆発は致命傷じゃないんだよね。
当然だべ。
ナイフも関係ないのよね。だとすると他に怪しい。
モノクマそうだ後頭部に殴られた跡があったんだ。
それ以外にもこの日全身に無数の傷があったらしい
Countless
ぞ。
wounds across her entire body. Okay.
では議論を
Well, yeah, it's gotta
続
be
ける。
the
被害者の致命傷がはっきりして。
あの爆発は致命傷じゃないんだよね。
当然だべ。
Okay, so I think it's gotta be. I gotta take something.
モノクマ
I think it's gotta be the
後頭部に殴られた跡があったんだ。
それ以外にもこの被害者には全身に無数
Okay,
の
I don't
傷
know
があ
which
った
one
ら
it's
しい
gonna be.
ぞ
It's gonna be either the fatal wound breaks
で
the
は議論を続けるぞ。
actually no, I
被
think
害者の致命傷がはっきりし
あの爆発は致命傷じゃ。
当然だべ。
it's gotta be
ナイ
the
フも関係ないの。だとすると他に怪しい。
モノクマファイルによそうだ後頭部に殴られた跡があったんだ。
それ以外に全身に無数の傷があったらしいぞ。では議論を続けるぞ。被害者の致命傷がはっきりしていない。
there we go. Okay, that doesn't seem like a contradiction, but oh,
戦場ムクロの致命傷は
Mukuro died because of the blow to the back of the head she suffered.
全身の無
What
数
about the
の
wounds
傷
all
って
over
の
the
は
rest of her body?
あれは事
They
件
didn't
と
have anything to
関係
do
ねえ
with
だ
it?
モノクマファイルによると
Monokuma file makes it clear that those weren't fresh wounds.
古傷じゃ
Oh yeah, good point. If they were old, I guess they don't really matter.
では間違いない
Okay,
な
then we're safe in assuming
あ
the
いつ
blow
の
to the
致命
back
傷
of her
は
head
後
is
頭
what
部の
killed
殴
her.
打だ。
じゃあ
But then, what was the murder weapon?
モノクマ
Monokuma
ファイルに
file
は
said she was
鉄
hit with
パ
a
イプ
blunt
程
object
度の
about
太
as
さ
thick as a
の
metal pipe.
ってこと
Oh, I bet it was
ツ
the
ルハシだ
pickaxe. How is that even possible? If you hit someone with that, it'd cave their skull in completely.
きっと
Well,
ツルハ
maybe
シ
they
を
held
先
it
に持
the
って
other way
持
and
ち手
hit
の
it
柄
with
の
the
部分で
handle.
殴ったんだ
You'd
べ
have the leverage for that.
無理よ
No way.
重さ
The
の
balance
バランス
would be
が
off.
悪い
You
の
wouldn't be able to swing it with any
威
kind of
力の
power.
なんなら
I wouldn't mind testing it on you if you want. No thanks. I bet you just hit me with the metal end and call it an accident.
その後
I'd love to scoop out that nasty brain of yours, throw it on the ground, and spit
床
on
に
it.
叩きつけて
That's Toko saying that, not Genocide Jill. I feel the same way. Looks like we're on the same page this time. Seriously?
凶器ならす
We
で
gotta
に見
figure
つか
out
っ
what
てい
killed
る
her,
ぞ。
right? It just so happens we already know. We already know? I knew I could count on you, Master.
なんだべ
So what was it?
はい。
Go ahead and tell them, Makoto. Surely you've used the real murder weapon. What the fuck is it? Oh, is it the, Oh, the titanium arrows. Yeah, you could wrap them up in the
戦
duct
場ム
tape.
クロの後頭部
Mukuro
を
was hit in the back of the head with
殴打
something, and that's what killed her.
武道場
And
の
that
ロッカ
something
ー
was
に
the
見つけた
titanium arrow we found in the locker in the dojo.
ジュラル
An
ミン
arrow?
製の
That's
矢
what the culprit attacked Mukuro with?
ああ、間違い
Indeed.
ない。
There's no doubt about it.
そう
Are you sure?
なのか
That
な
sounds kinda weird. Hey, how dare you backtalk Master? You have
白
no
夜様
right.
に
I'm not backtalking anything. I'm just saying what I think. I don't blame Hina for doubting it, because there's one more thing about that weapon. One more secret. It's gotta be the duct tape. Because they taped it together to, you know, make a word that happens to share pronunciation with a slur.
武道場のロ
The
ッカー
titanium
にあ
arrow.
ジュラルミン
It
製
was in
の
the
矢
dojo locker, right?
間違いない。
I have no doubt that was the murder weapon.
本当にそうなの
Are
か
you
な
sure?
何を気にして
You
る
don't sound convinced. What's the problem?
だってモ
Well,
ノク
because
マ
in
フ
the
ァイルに
Monokuma
は
file,
凶器は鉄パ
it
イプ
said the
程度
weapon
の
must
太
have
さ
been
の
about as
棒
thick
状
as a
のもの
metal
ってある
plate,
よ
right?
嫌だと細すぎると
So
思うん
how
だけ
would
ど
be too thin? Fuck, I missed. Okay. Suspect master, you have no right. Okay, so again, I just have to hit the actual
武道場
fucking
のジュラルミ
word.
ン間違いない。あれ
本当に
何を気にしてんの
だってモノクマファイルには凶器は鉄パイプ程度の太さの棒状のものってあるよ嫌だと細すぎると思うんだけど
それは違う
There we go.
確かに
You're
矢
right.
だけだと
Just the
遅す
one
ぎる
arrow would have been too weak.
だから
That's why the killer used
犯
another
人はも
weapon.
もう一つの
Another weapon?
武道場の
Inside the
ロッ
dojo
カーの
locker, we also
中
found
に
a
丸められ
balled
た
up
ガ
wad
ム
of
テー
duct
プも
tape.
きっと犯
The
人
killer
は
probably used
こ
this
のガ
duct
ムテ
tape
ープ
to
を使
bind
って
multiple arrows
従来
together.
矢をガムテー
Bundling
プの
them
中
together
に
using the duct tape would easily
鉄
create
パ
a
イプ程
single
度の
weapon
太さ
as
の
thick
凶
as a
器を
pipe.
それを凶
And
器と
that's
して使った
exactly
ん
what
だ
the killer did.
3本の矢の
It's
教
similar
え
to
と同
Aesop's
じ
fable about the bundle of
戦国武将
sticks.
である毛利元
Yep,
就が
the
息子たち
bundle
に
of
問いた
sticks,
をし
which,
よ
again, has a word for it that I can't say on YouTube.
一本では
One
戻
stick
る
is
矢も
weak,
束
but
に
put
な
them
れば
together
頑
and they
丈にな
become
る
strong.
そ
It's
うやっ
meant
て
to teach
三
cooperation.
兄弟
Damn, that's harsh. How was it harsh? Were you even listening?
とにかくこれで
Anyway,
凶器
that
も分か
explains
っ
the
たはず
murder
だ
weapon.
そしてそれら
As for
の
who the
凶器を
culprit
武
is
道
that
場の
stashed
ロ
the
ッカ
weapon
ー
in
に
the
隠
dojo
した
locker.
キリギリ京
It
子
was you, Kyoko.
私は武
I've
道
never
場な
been
ん
to
か
the
に行った
dojo.
いや
Oh
お
no,
前
you
は間違
absolutely
いなく
have.
どうして言い切
How
れ
do
る
you
の
say that with such confidence?
もちろん
Because
証
we
拠
have
がある
proof,
か
of
ら
course. Don't we,
そうだ
Marco? Yeah, it's the woodblock key. What's the matter?
まさか犯人を
Surely you
か
don't
ばうつも
intend
り
to
じゃないだ
protect a
ろうな
murderer.
そんなことをして
You
ど
know
う
what
な
will
るか
happen if you do,
分かってる
don't
の
you?
かもしお前が
If you
かばっ
cover
た
for the
人物が
culprit,
犯人
there's
だっ
only
たら
one thing that can lead
俺
you.
たちの
The death
全
of
員
us
の
all.
死
Remember? Of course I remember.
だったらお
Show
前の手で
us.
示
Show
してやれ
everyone the evidence that proves Kyoko went to the dojo. I have evidence? Evidence that Kyoko went to the dojo. It's the woodblock key.
キリギリさ
The
ん
one
は
thing that proves Kyoko was in the dojo is right here.
武道場の
The
ロッカ
key
ー
to
の
the
鍵
dojo locker.
そんなもの
And
が
how does
どう
that
して
prove
証拠に
anything?
これが
Because I found it in your room.
私
It
の
was
部屋に
in my room.
とぼけても
Don't
無駄
bother
だ
trying to play dumb.
それにこの鍵だ
That
けじ
key
ゃ
is
ない
just the final piece of the puzzle.
アリバイの件も動機の件も
Your non-existent
苗木
alibi,
に
your
罪
clear
をなすり
motive,
つけ
your
るため
attempts
の
to
偽
frame
装
Makoto
工
for
作
the
の
crime.
件それらの全てがお
This
前
all
が犯
proves you
人
are
だ
the
と
true
示して
culprit. You can't explain this away, so just
諦
give
める
up.
ちょっと待って
Hold on a second.
また
Not this again. You really are dead set on defending her, aren't you?
いや
No, it's not that I
かば
want
う
to
とか
defend
そういう
her,
ことじゃ
it's
なく
just
てキリギリさんに聞
there's
かな
one
くちゃ
more
いけな
thing
い
I
こ
need
と
to
が
ask her.
キリギリさん
Kyoko, I want you to tell me
教えて
something.
ほしい昨日の夜
Last night, you were in my
キ
room,
リギリさん
weren't you?
あの時何があった
Why? What were you doing there?
のそれを
That's what I need to know.
私は
I was just protecting you.
え
What? She was protecting me? Then does that mean she knew I was being attacked? And she came to my rescue. Could that be when... Which would mean that Kyoko, she killed someone. For me?
もういい
That's
だろ
enough.
う
The time for idle chatter is over.
So
A
listen,
verdict is close at hand.
ちょっと待って
Wait,
間違わないで
I'm warning you. Don't make this
私は犯人
mistake.
じゃない
I'm not the killer.
まさか
I knew you were
お
stubborn,
前
but
の
this is
往
just
生
getting
際がそこまで
ridiculous.
だけど
Really? You
私
should
が
know better
犯
than
人じゃ
anyone
な
I
いってこ
didn't
と
do it.
そうでしょ
Can you tell me I'm wrong?
俺がだ
I
と
should know? What? Yakuya should know better than anyone. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Let's see. Woodblock, when the body was found, Byakuya's account. It's gotta be Byakuya's account.
今の言葉はどう
Those
いう
words
意
you
味
just spoke. What do they mean? What do you
そ
mean?
のままの意味
Exactly what I said.
私が犯人じゃないということはあなたが一番
You should
よく知ってい
understand
る
that more than anyone here.
人がみっち
Yakuya, what are you hiding?
ヤクヤ様が
Master would never hide something from
す
me.
るわけないじゃない
キリギリ
There's
お前
proof
が犯人ではない
that you
根
aren't the
拠が
culprit.
あるとでも言う
Is
のか
that what you're saying?
さっきのあなたたちの
Stated
推理
that
と
a theory earlier.
私は武道場のロッカ
Said I
ー
hid
に
evidence of my crime in the dojo locker.
その鍵を自分の
Left
部屋
the
に
key in
置い
the
たらしい
locker.
わね
Locker in the key in the left the locker key
本
in
当
my
に
room.
私にそんなこ
Could
と
I
がで
really
きた
have
のか
done
しら
that? Okay.
今の言葉
Oh yeah,
は
because
どういう意味
そのままの意
Yakuya
味
had her key.
私
So
が犯人あなたが一番人が道ヤクヤ様が
キリギリあるとでも
さっきのあなた私は武道場のロッその鍵を自分の部屋に置いたらしいわね
okay, so it's probably got to be. I think I got to take the. Okay, I see the contradiction because she couldn't get into her room
そのま
to.
まの意味私が犯人じゃないというあなたが一番よく知っている人が道ヤクヤ様が私
キリギリお前が犯人あるとでも言う
さっきのあなた
Oh,
私
it's
は
gotta be
武道場のロ
proof. I
その
think
鍵を
I think
自分の
proof
部屋に
breaks
置いたらし
this.
い本当に私にそんなことができたのかしら
今の言葉は
そのままの私が犯人じゃないというかあなたが一番よく知っている
人がみっち
ヤクヤ様が私に
キリギリ お前が犯人
ではない。アルトでもさっきのあなたた私は武道場のロッカーに証拠を隠しその鍵を自分の部屋に置い
Fuck,
た
I
ら
missed
しい
it.
わ
Fuck.
本
I
当に
forgot
私
about
に
that
そん
white
なことが
ghost
できた
there.
のかしら
Alright.
今の言葉は
そのままの意味私が
I'm
犯
gonna
人
be
じゃ
so
ない
annoyed
あ
if
なたが
it's
一番
not
よ
it.
く咎めっちヤクヤ様が
キリギお前が犯人
ではないアルトでもさっきのあなた私は武道場のロッカーに証拠を隠しその鍵を自分の部屋に置いたらしいわね
Oh, no. Oh, fuck off. Okay, maybe it's the other way around.
今の言葉はどういう意味だ
Woodblock tree.
そのままの意味私が犯人じゃないということあなたが一番よく知っているトガミッチ
So I'm gonna try going it the other way around.
アルトでもさっきのあなた私は武道場のその鍵を自分の部屋に置いたらしいわね本当に私にそんなことができたのかしら
今の言葉はどういう意味だ
そのままの意味私が犯人じゃないということをあなたが一番よく知っているはずトガミッチなんだヤクヤ様が私に隠し事するわけないじゃん
キリギお前が犯
There we go. Okay. Again, same thing. I see the contradiction, just don't necessarily know exactly how to make it known
キ
to
リ
the
ギリ
game.
さんは
If I'm right, Kyoko wouldn't have been able to get into her own room.
自分の部屋に入れなかった
Why
って
not?
だって
Because she had given a
キリギリ
room
さんは
key to
自分の部屋
Byakuya.
そうか
I see.
そういう
So
こと
that's what you meant.
俺が
And if I had the key to your room,
鍵を持ってな
then
い
obviously I had no way of
自
getting
分
in.
つまり
Without my room key, I couldn't have possibly put the
武道
locker
場
key
の
in there
鍵を置く
myself.
そうでしょ
Am I wrong?
確かに
Would appear
そう
not.
なんだ
やっと分かった
Then you're finally starting to understand. No, that's not actually true. There was a clear contradiction in what Kyoko just told us. An obvious lie. But this just isn't like her. To try and save herself with such a desperate lie. Does she really feel that threatened? Because she's the killer? Or is it something else? Was there some deeper meaning hidden in what Kyoko said earlier? If you vote for me and I die here, the mystery of the school will stay hidden forever. Which is why I can't let that happen. This is a trap the Mastermind has laid for us. Mastermind's trap. The Mastermind is trying to trap Kyoko? But what if that's not really true? What can I do? What should I do? What should I... The Mastermind's trap. Ooh, and the music changing. That's okay. I will say the sound design of this game is very, very good. The victim was Mukuro, and Kyoko killed her. What does Kyoko really know? What am I supposed to do? Kyoko's lie. I'm the only one who knows it's a lie. I'm the only one who can expose it. But who can I trust? What am I supposed to do? The Mastermind's trap. If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? What do I do? I have to decide right here or now. Okay, what do I want to do? I don't know what to do. It's probably going to tell me if I get it wrong, so... You know what? Let's pursue it. There was a lie hidden within Kyoko's statement just now.
そうだ
Lie?
そうだよね
Isn't that right, Kyoko?
そう
You said it. The burden of proof is on you. So let's hear it. Where's the lie then? There's some other deeper truths she wants to keep hidden. Okay, so I'm assuming that was the correct course of action. Kyoko's account, Byakuya's account, and Monokuma's account.
私の部屋の
I
鍵
didn't
は
have the key to my room
戸上君に預けたままだったの
because I'd given it to Byakuya because she had the secret
間違
key.
いないわよね
No doubt about that, right?
確かにその通りだ
つまり私が自分の部
So I
屋には
couldn't
入れな
possibly
か
have
った
gotten into my room. That's
じゃあ
gotta
キ
be
リギリッ
it.
チの部屋武道場の鍵を置いたの
私以外に誰かそれしかない私の部屋戸上君に預けたままだ間違いないわよね
確かにその通りだ
つまり私が自分の部屋には入れなかったの
Yep, there we go. No, Kyoko could
キリギ
have
リさん
gotten
も
to
自
her
分
room.
のそれは
You said it yourself,
Kirigi-san,
didn't you,
shit.
Kyoko? Actually, to be precise, not quite. I used Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. One of Kuma's secret tools? Kyoko stole it from the headmaster's room. It lets you get into any room in the school, which means she could have used it to get into her own room.
どうやら
Then I guess that's it.
認めるんだな
You're giving up just like
自分の
that?
罪を
You admit to killing? No. I'm
私は
simply
自分の負け
recognizing
を
that I
認めただ
lost.
け
What are you
ど
talking
ういう
about?
たとえ罠だ
Like I
として
said, this was a
その
trap,
罠から抜
and
け
I
出
wasn't
せな
able
か
to
った
escape
私の
it. So I lost.
そういう意味
That's all this means. Huh? Then are you saying you really didn't? Kyoko, you really aren't the killer? Okay, time's up. I'm sorry to say, but your time is up. All done, all finished. The class trial is all over. But that's ridiculous. Since when is there any... It's because you were late, so the trial started late, and time ran out. So then, it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you. But I guess we already know who the blackened is, don't we? Okay. This... The pacing feels so strange. Okay. Okay, and I guess, she is the blackened... I don't... I'm still confused. That's probably the point, but I'm still confused. Good job! You got it right! Brilliantly right! We got it right? Does that mean Kyoko really is the killer? But something strange is going on here. There's something wrong with this whole class trial. Kyoko. I've prepared an extra special punishment this time. Is everyone ready? Okay then. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time! Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm still very, very lost. That was a pretty short class trial, too. Huh. Okay, I'm trying to see, yeah, I can't read that. I can recognize some of the characters there, but handwriting I'm still not very good at with the hiragana and katakana. Yeah, I gotta say the rhythmic thumping really adds a lot to this particular scene. Oh, and the changing colors, that's great. Dude, the cinematography in this one was the best yet, easily. And that's how the class trial of Mukodo Ikisaba came to an end. I still had to wonder if Kyoko was actually innocent, or... Regardless, the truth was lost forever, even for me. I just stopped thinking about it. That was the end of Mukodo's class trial. And in the end, it would prove to be our last class trial. Once that case was over, there was never a single murder at Hope's Peak ever again. We'd obtained peace in exchange for the lives of all the others. What? Peace, but only inside the school. I'm confused. Peace, but only for us. Okay, so like... Oh, did Hina just, like, obtain a reverse harem or something? That was the only hope we had. Hope. Hope. Hope? This is hope? Okay, so maybe pursuing the lie was the wrong answer. Okay. I didn't realize it would go a full... Okay. Wait, that's right, I have to. Do I expose? Okay, so I guess we have to let it go. Or do we run away? Let's... No, running away isn't gonna solve anything? Okay. I've made my decision. I have to believe in Kyoko. There's no way she would kill someone. Still, I'm glad I ended up choosing the wrong answer first, because then it actually let me see that punishment scene, which I think was the best so far. There's no way she would kill someone. There has to be some secret here. Something that has to do with the mastermind's trap that Kyoko mentioned.
どうした
Well, does no one have a
誰も反応
rebuttal?
キリギリの主
Have you
張を
decided to
認める
accept
とい
her
うこと
assertion
か
as fact?
そうか
I see. So you still refuse to
キ
accept
リ
it.
ギリの個
I
室に
suppose we have to
道
admit
場
that
のロッカ
Kyoko
ーの
didn't
鍵
put
を
the
置い
lock
たの
key in
は
her room. That
キ
it
リ
was
ギリで
someone
はなく
else.
でも
But who else could it have
キ
been?
リギリッチの部屋の
I mean,
鍵を持ってた
Yakuya had
の
a
は
room key,
トガミッチなんだ
You. What are you trying to imply?
だが俺
But
に
of
はア
course, I
リ
have
バイ
an
がある
alibi. From nighttime
夜
on,
時
I was
間
with
以
you
降
guys the
は
entire
お前
time.
た植物庭
I
園
couldn't
での
possibly
殺
have
人
killed
も
anyone or
キ
put
リ
the
ギ
key
リ
in
の部屋に
Kyoko's room.
鍵
No,
を
it was
置く
probably
ことも
Mukudo.
じゃあキリギリ
Well,
ッチの部屋
someone
に
had to put the key
移
in
動
there.
考えられる可
There's
能
only
性
one
は
other
一つだけ
possibility
だ
I could think
あ
of.
らかじめ自分が持っ
Someone
ていた
could have
鍵
had
を
the key on them,
あ
then
たか
once
も
they
その場
arrived
で
at the
見つけ
scene,
たようなふ
pretended
り
to
をした
find it there. What?
それっ
It
て
had to be Makoto, right?
そうとしか
I
考
don't see
えら
any
れ
other
ない
option. Wait a
ちょっと
second.
待ってよ
You've got it all wrong.
もう
Let's
一度
think
考
about
え
it
て
one
みよう
more
よ
time. There's gotta be a hidden side to this case. Huh?
裏
A hidden side?
そもそも
First of
こ
all,
の学
there's
級裁
something
判
off
自
about
体が
this
おかしいの
entire
よ
trial. You
みん
all
なだっ
see
て
it,
そう思うで
don't
しょ
you?
正体不明だった戦
we
場
didn't
向けの
even know
が急に死
existed.
体で現れて
Suddenly shows up dead, and
しか
then
も
we're
その
thrown
学
into
級
a
裁
trial?
判直前に
And Kyoko
キリ
even
ギリさん
said
も言っ
it's
て
a
たの
trap the mastermind set
黒
for
幕の罠だ
us.
って
So that's why this has to be... Okay, time's up! Huh? Time's up! Class trial's all over! Everyone can stop talking now! What?
なんだよ
Time's up?
どういうこと
What do you mean time's
Time
up?
up なんて
There's no
おかしい。
time's up. Since when have we... It's because you were late! So we had to push back the start time! So that it's time for voting time, okay? Everyone, please vote using the lever in front of you! Voting time. Okay. Okay, so yeah. A's for everything except for the one I missed was presumably the bullet time battle. Oh, under 100 points. Okay. Now, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Oh yeah, during the other one, he didn't actually go through this monologue. Now, hey, hold on. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Huh. That's interesting. What? You think I'm the killer? Sorry, man. Yeah, sorry. It's all your fault. Everyone, you're wrong. You got it all wrong. I didn't do it. Good job, everyone! Good job. Yeah, they got it right. No, I know that's not true. None of this makes any sense. This whole trial doesn't make any sense. It makes perfect sense! It's the same as always. It's just like all the other class trials, and I'm gonna end it the same way. It's time for your heart-pounding, positively thrilling punishment. Wait, why do I... Kyoko,
許しても
I
ら
don't
おうと
expect
は
you to
思わない
forgive me.
わ
I know this is all my fault. Kyoko, let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time! Okay, I'm very curious, because I know there's still another chapter after this. Okay. Oh, it's the same exact punishment. Huh. That's really interesting, because usually the punishments are actually tailored to the students. This one isn't. Huh. I don't know what to make of this. I mean, it's probably designed to be confusing as fuck, like that's the whole point. Yeah, now, okay, so, interesting. So a lot of the same cinematography going on. Oh, and the same color changes as well. Huh. I do think just Kyoko's character design fit a little bit better. But I still think it's good either way. I absolutely love the color change in the face. Oh, it's Alter Ego. I didn't realize that was a great twist. Holy shit. Oh, and great, and the Monokuma sweating. That caught me so off guard. I should have seen it coming. They set like all the fucking like all of the pieces were there. I didn't even. That was really well done. Holy shit. Huh? Huh? What's this? What's going on? Hey, was that? Yeah, it had to be. Alter Ego. Alter Ego? Is this some stupid virus from that stupid guy? He must have planted it when he invaded my network. Damn it all to hell. I don't believe this.
どうやら
It seems you finally made a miscalculation. No, you miscalculated from the very beginning. What was that? What I'm saying is, you shouldn't have underestimated us. Why are you talking like you've already won? I barely felt a thing. It was a pinch, an itch. The stupid virus is gone now, got it? And so is Makoto. Maybe I didn't get to smash him flat, but you're never gonna see him again. To waste away in a garbage-strewn pit. In a way, that's an even better special punishment. But it's still not enough. I'm still not satisfied. I'm still gonna bring despair to the rest of you. Bring despair to the entire world.
What?
Is he gone? Hey, Kyoko, what's the meaning of all this? Just what the hell is going on?
落ち着い
It's
て
okay. We're not the ones being trapped this time. Huh?
つまり
Now is the mastermind that's ensnared.
なん
What are you
だと
talking about?
それが
You'll understand soon enough. Very soon indeed. The massive high school towers all over the other buildings in this bursting urban... The massive high school towers over all the other buildings in this bustling urban area. It's like the school stands at the center of the entire world. Hope's Peak Academy. It brings in top students from every field imaginable. A government-funded school of privilege, so I don't know why it's replaying the intro. They say if you come here and manage to graduate, you'll be set for life. With hundreds of years of tradition, it sends a cream of the crop into the workforce every year. It was built to raise hope in the nation's future, which makes Hope's Peak a pretty fitting name. There are two things you need to attend this school. One, you have to already be attending high school. Two, you have to be the very best at what you do. No ordinary student could enroll here. The only way is if you're scouted by the school itself. And standing here at the gate of the ultimate school filled with the ultimate students was me. What? Where am I? I woke up with my head resting on top of a hard wooden desk. This is not the same scene as before, because he doesn't have the note next to him. And I think the colors are a little different, too. My body felt heavy. It wouldn't be weird for me to zonk out in the middle of some boring class or whatever, but what was I doing asleep here just now? It wasn't any classroom I had ever been in before. What the heck is going on? What? Finally. I could finally feel my mind and body start to come back together again. And then, I was awake. Or was this just another dream? A dream inside a hopeless nightmare. No, this isn't a dream. I could tell because the stench invading my nostrils was too powerful for a dream. What an awful smell. I was in a vast dark cavern with the barest hint of light seeping in. Trash was piled high all across the area. There must be some kind of underground garbage pit. A heck of a situation to find myself in. That was just the beginning of my problems. Was I going to be stuck in there till I wasted away and died? No, I can't let that happen. Not after what my good friend went through to save me. I remembered all too well what had happened. Alter Ego saved me, and he used up the last little bit of his strength to do it. So I can't give up now. For myself and for my friend. And with that, my pursuit of survival began. First up was to start looking for a way out of here. Okay, so I guess the chapter's not over. I guess that's why the trial was a little short. Is that an airplane? How'd something like that wind up in the school's garbage pit? That's a rocket and a tank. I better not think too much about what I'm seeing down here. This is a desk. It's probably the one that fell down here with me. Actually, with how high that is, it's impressive that he's not dead, just from the fall. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. No matter how many times I pushed or pulled or kicked at it, it didn't budge. Getting out of here isn't going to be that easy. Well, if I'm not getting out of here anytime soon. I decided to look around for some food. There's plenty of food here, but it's all rotten. But that was pointless too. Next I searched for some water. How can I be sure which liquids I can drink and which ones are an all-around bad idea? Again, pointless. I feel like I'm blocked in on all sides, but that's still not enough reason to give up, because I'm still alive. As long as I'm alive, I'll never give up. After making that proud declaration, the next thing I decided to do was go to sleep. My sleep was deep and uninterrupted. That was my only way to preserve what little strength I had left after not being able to eat or drink. I can't be sure, but I think at least a full day had to have passed. And all I did was sleep and sleep. It was like I was waiting for some kind of sign to come falling out of the sky. However, what fell from the sky wasn't a sign. Not exactly. Crunch. What the? The strange sound pierced my silent isolation, jarring me awake. And as I watched, the pile of garbage jostled and formed an odd shape. Did something fall down over there? Something fell from up above. What could it have been? Did a giant piece of trash just fall down here? I carefully stretched my hand out toward whatever it was that turned down here with me. A giant piece of trash? Rude. Before she even emerged from the pile of garbage, I knew who it was. Kyoko. I love how the fucking ramen cup is like a hat for her. That's funny. This place smells awful. Kyoko, you look like you're doing better than I expected. What are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I'm here to help you. I'm glad to hear that, Kyoko. You've got a bit of garbage in your hair. She gave her head a quick, sharp shake to get rid of the trash, then faced me again. First, I have something for you. Go ahead and eat it. We can talk once you're finished. Thank you. I snatched the bread and water that she was holding out for me. Within seconds, it was in my mouth and making its way toward my stomach. I mean, depending on how long he was there, that could actually make you sick. Although, he said it was only like maybe a couple days. That's probably fine. Whew, that really hit the spot. Now I've got all the energy I need to keep going. So you still haven't given up then? Of course not. After all, the fact that I can keep going forward is about all I'm good at. Well, that's not such a bad thing to be good at. But Kyoko, why'd you come to rescue me? To pay a debt. Or, no, to atone. Atone? During the trial, even though you knew I was lying, you didn't say anything. So you knew that I knew, but even though I knew, I did nothing to help you. I abandoned you. Don't say that. You didn't abandon me. No, that's exactly what I did. I abandoned you in order to save my own life. You were trying to save me, and I couldn't bring myself to do the same for you. But listen, not that I'm trying to make excuses, but there was a reason I had to survive, no matter the cost. Why did you have to survive? I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything. The reason I have to survive is so that I can do what I came to this school to do. What? I made up my mind to come to Hope's Peak Academy for one very important reason. She's waffling. So you have some reason for coming to Hope's Peak? That's right. At least I did once. Once? Until recently, I'd forgotten what it was. You forgot? But that's... I had no memory of what my purpose was. No memory? That's impossible. Amnesia? Then, is it really true? You lost your memory? Do you remember, Makoto? Do you remember the first thing that happened to each of us as soon as we arrived at this school? The first thing. You're talking about when we fainted, right? I fainted, and when I woke up, I was trapped here. I fainted too, and when I woke up, I noticed a strange feeling of separation within myself. A disconnect. Thinking back on it now, at that point my memory was gone. At that time, I'd forgotten. I couldn't remember why I'd come to this school, and I couldn't remember what my ultimate ability was. But what would make you forget all that?
ね
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient. Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
えそうよ
I don't think. I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory. But why would they want to do that? There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow, they would interfere with the mastermind's plans. The mastermind just stole them from you?
でも
And it could also mean, somehow, my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back. That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time. But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
なんで
If I did that and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us. What?
そう
Well, don't make too big a deal of it. It's just a possibility. But since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right? The mastermind. One of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
でも
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me. But why me? Because among everyone, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just intuition, but I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could be the mastermind.
僕は
I understand.
僕は
I should understand
全
everything.
国の目的
My
は
goal isn't to get out of here.
ここに
It's
残る
to
ことなん
stay
だ
here. It's just like the dream I had before, but why did that just happen?
ね
Are you okay? Oh, yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right?
えね
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
えそう
I know I never asked you for help in the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced. Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality. You said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So, how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
それは
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to call my purpose and my ability. I called it since, like, Chapter 2 or Chapter 3. I think she's the ultimate detective. That's my guess.
私
My
は
ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. Fucking called it! Yeah. I don't know if it's me being able to kind of guess well, or if it's just the writers were able to kind of lead you to their correct conclusion really effectively. But I've been noticing I've been doing that a lot with Danganronpa, more so than most fictional things I experience. I mean, hell, I even guessed that Hifumi would be into femboys. The ultimate detective.
そう
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find here in the school. You had to find someone? Who? Okay, Makoto's doing the Solid Snake conversation path again.
それは
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy. The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster? Because he's my father. Wasn't expecting that.
つまり
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak. Kyoko's dad is Hope's Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us how he thought the headmaster was involved.
私は
I'll find a way. Huh?
私
No
は
matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster.
必ず
No matter the cost. Kyoko,
さ
what's going on?
私は
My memory hadn't come back at that point. But when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now, of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him. That makes sense.
だけど
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear, so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I'd snuck into the headmaster's room. Then, what did you see in there?
それ
The
は
room had been ransacked. The shelves were a mess. The desk drawers dumped onto the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything was had been in there. You mean, the mastermind, right?
そうね
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicions, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found. But why there? because I also found this in the headmaster's room. This is some kind of map?
ええ
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukoto's profile and that key. I wonder if this is going to be the real... I still am convinced, although maybe I'll be disproven now, that there's definitely a hidden area on the 5th floor. Like, the layout just doesn't make sense if there's nothing there. The map showed the 2nd floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely hold more clues, so I went to check.
そう
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room. So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there.
だけど
But once I got there, I noticed that the 2nd floor of the dorms didn't have any cameras or monitors. So what was it like? That part of the school, I mean. It's hard to describe. All I can say is,
私は
the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined. What do you mean?
それは
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself. And I'm sure you'll get your chance soon enough. It sounds like it must be important. And really ominous. Okay, so let's talk.
だけど
Of course, once I got to the 2nd floor of the dorms, there were no cameras and no monitors. Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building. It has to do with Mukoto Ikusuba, doesn't it?
でも
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either. I know you're right. That just means everyone but you and me had an alibi. So then who did kill her?
とにかく
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukoto Ikusuba was to get me killed. Get you killed?
ええ
I stole that key and disappeared. And in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
そう
That was the point of the class trial. It was. The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly. You mean because of the school regulations?
そうよ
Exactly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion.
つまり
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules. I don't know, given that last class trial, is it really? Because the rules do say that the blackened is the one who gets punished if voted out, and if you get it wrong, everyone gets punished. So that seems like a rule violation. That entire class trial was a rule violation. The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it. The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules. That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
ね
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukoto Ikusuba. What's that? There was a point where Mukoto may not have become the victim. It could have been you, Makoto. I could have become the victim?
ええ
You know what I'm talking about, right? Do you mean... during the night?
私は
I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death. What? I can hear the god of death as he moves. I'm guessing it's probably a Shinigami. The ability naturally draws me to cases, just like this.
とにかく
Which is exactly what happened with you. I was in the dorms and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell and I saw a white shadow cross the corridor. I gave chase right away. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
そう
I ran into your room and saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
だけど
That wasn't the end of things, of course. I stopped them, but that led to... whoever the masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
そう
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It all has to be the work of the mastermind, in an attempt to use the class trial to eliminate me. So all this would mean that whoever killed Mukoto is also the mastermind, right?
ええ
I don't have any conclusive evidence, but that's what I think. But that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try to kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
そう
You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukoto. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction. Also, again, Kyoko wasn't actually blackened, so the trial shouldn't have been able to kill her as per the school regulations anyway. So So what does it all mean?
つま
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered. Huh?
り苗木くん
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. The identity of the other ultimate despair. The other ultimate despair? There's no doubt that Mukuro was the ultimate despair, and that she's dead. But I don't think the ultimate despair is just one person. It's not. If you think about it, the ultimate despair seems to indicate whoever caused that event. Implicate whoever caused that event. You're talking about what happened a year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. The tragedy. Whoever's responsible for that, they're the ultimate despair.
どうやら
That despicable group whose only purpose and motivation comes from despair. And they're, make no mistake, they're the root of all the evil that has forced us to go through this. That is the ultimate despair. And that is our real enemy. 100-mile dash, pain of a junk food junkie. Okay. Oh, and that's cool. The number stays the same. Okay. Okay, to be continued. In the Dream Island rocket. With the pixel art, that kind of looks like a penis. Okay, and that's chapter 5. So, that is going to be where we call it for today. I really, again, if it wasn't like a weekday, I would just continue and do chapter 6 because I'm really like hooked right now. I'm really excited. However, again, I mentioned that I do these streams short on weekdays just because I live in an apartment and the walls and ceilings are very thin and I don't want to bug the neighbors late at night. So this weekend is going to be the next Danganronpa. Actually, I got to point out the stream is usually on Sunday, but I'm going to move it to Saturday because Sunday is Easter. I have stuff I'm doing on Easter. I'll be not available the entire day, so I'm moving it to Saturday instead. So Saturday at 10 a.m. we'll be doing, content farming for the tri-weekly uploads. Then later on, probably at 4 p.m. Eastern again, it'll be Danganronpa Chapter 6. It won't be the last Danganronpa stream because we still got the extra game mode that I know gets unlocked after the main game. And, of course, all the achievements I still have to do. But that'll be the end of the main story. We're going to get that done, finish the main story no matter how long it takes. And that's how we're going to do it. So, thanks for stopping by. I really had a good time with this one. This was like a fucking crazy. And I'm also very happy I guessed that she was the ultimate detective so early on. That made me feel very good. But, in any case, that's all going to be... That we'll get the answers on Saturday. See you then. Bye.